Hey everyone, welcome to Brick Talk TV Live and welcome to our first kickoff for the Pac-Man build. So this set came out in June. The Icons set, or range should I say, it's got 2,651 parts and I'm really looking forward to cracking this box open and seeing what we've got inside. You can see what we're going to end up building. We've got the Ghost here and Pac-Man himself to keep track of your lives, and also the actual machine itself, which is hand operated. Also, if we spin around the back, you can see some of the details there of the set. So inside the set on this side, we've got some details of a little minifigure playing as well with the actual arcade machine, and you can see there's a light brick inside here as well, so that the money slot lights up, and you can see some of the mechanics as well. So as always, we'll crack open the box, we'll see what bags we've got in, put them back in reverse order, crack open bag one and get going. This will probably take a couple of streams, I reckon, maybe 3 streams at the most. And at the moment, as always, there's a poll on the community tab about what we stream next, and last time I checked, the oversized minifigures leading the way. So if you want to say on what we stream next, head over to the community tab and cast your vote. So let's go to the wide camera and I'll crack open the box and we'll see how many bags we've got inside. So first up, bag number 11 and 5. We've got a large bag here of oversized parts here, various plates and tiles. Bag number 13 actually, 13. Bag number 7, another 13. Number 7 again, number 14. Number 6, number 2, number 9, another number 7, and a number 8. Number 4, bag number 8 is full of Technic pins. Got number 6, 11, another 8, bag number 10, number 12, number 1, number 3, still a few more to go, number 1, number 5, we've got these which are new actually, I've not seen these parts before, these elements. So we've got some grids here, Technic pins are running all the way around. And bag number 3, so that's the last one. And of course the manual, which is inside a paper envelope or cardboard envelope. Let's put these back in. So we've got 14 bags in total then for this set. Just put them back in reverse order. So 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 6, couple of 5, 4, 3, 2. And we're left with a couple of bags for 1 and the oversized. Let's go into zoom mode then and crack open the instruction manual. Hey Brandon, welcome to the stream. It's not too bad weather-wise here today. Still a bit warm but not very sunny. So let's have a look inside the manual. Also see if there's any stickers in this or if it's all printed elements. So here's the stickers straight away. So quite a few large stickers here as well. It's probably going to go on the side. Got the high score there as well and a few other bits which we'll use throughout. And here's the cool Pac-Man instruction manual. Just one book in here, but it's in white colour again, moving away from the black colours on that. That's on the front. On the back we've got Pac-Man himself with the ghost as well running around. Quite a thick book. Again, the usual VIP nod here. Then we've got some history around Pac-Man himself, the inspiration, and the guy that came up with it as well, which was a Pac-Man idea originally, and you can see the initial sketches on a 16 by 16 that they've got there, and he was inspired by pizza apparently. Then we've got about the global phenomenon that it came with different levels, the ghosts, and then we've got the designer that came up with this conversion into this set as well. So this is Sven. And then you can see the build experience. So bags 1 to 2, we're going to be building that standalone Pac-Man with the ghost to signal our lives left in the game. Then bags 3 to 14, so all of the rest of the bags are basically going to be building the arcade machine itself, including this little scene here of a little minifigure playing the console, which is going to sit inside the console. It's going to be within. So with that then, let's crack open and start building this life tracker. Just putting some of the oversized parts away and crack open bag number 1. Various Technic parts here as well. Some new printed tiles and a bag full of additional flat pieces. Going to help with the base. So to start off then, we're going to get a 2x8 and a 1x8. I'm going to just stick the 1x8 into the bottom there, across one side. Then we're going to add 4 2x2s modified with studs on the side. 2, 3, 4. They're going to go then on the other side, level off the bottom of our 2x8. Piece that looks like this. Then we're going to stick a 2x6 blue plate. That's going to go across the front here where the studs are on the side, 1 stud in from each side, and we also get a 1x2 with 2 studs on the side, a brick, one of these bricks here. That's just going to go on the end, and then we're going to add a 1x2 and a 1x3 plate. Whoa, don't fall off. Just across the back here. Just added them on there. Then we get a 1x2 brick and a 1x3 brick. There's a 1x2, just a regular 1x2. They're going to go across the back. Top of the plates we just added, and then on top of those we're going to add a 1x4 plate somewhere. I can find one. There's one. That's going to go across on the top like that. Then we're going to get a 2x3 yellow tile, a 1x3 brick, 1x3 black brick, and a couple of 1x1s and a third with the studs on the side, 2 of those. And we're going to put the 1x3 across the back here. Our 2x3 is going to go on our blue plates in the corner. And then we're going to put the 1x1 and a third with the studs on the side, 1 on that side and 1 on this side. Then we'll put this to the side. We're then going to get a corner plate, so one of these 3x3s. We're going to add 2 1x3 plates onto one side, like that. We then need a 1x1 plate in black and also a 1x2 brick with the 2 studs on the side and a microphone piece like this, or ball joint piece. That's going to go into the first stud on our brick like that. That's going to go on this side, and then a 1x1 is going to go in the corner to level that off. Then we need a 1x4 plate again We need a Technic brick 1x1 with a hole running through it. Lots of 1x1 bricks, but none on the Technic ones. So just see if I can spot one. What else do we need? Do need one of the 1x1s as well. And we just need this Technic one. There it is, hiding underneath the tile. So the Technic one's going to go on first, then our normal 1x1. Then our 1x4 goes on this side and overhangs by one stud. Then we're going to get a 1x2 with the 2 studs on the side. Somewhere. It's going to go on top of our 1x1s that we just stuck on. Then we have a 1x3 brick that goes on this side. And a 1x3 plate that goes on top of that brick. Level it off. Then we're going to stick 2 more of these corner plates. There's one, there's the other one. They go directly on top then. 1 and 2. And then we're going to get an elastic band, which is in here. Just one. That's going to hang on that microphone piece that we stuck on earlier, just in there like that. Next up we need some Technic parts. We need a pin, another microphone piece, a pin with a loop in it, a couple of pins with studs on the ends, a connector with a hole in it, and some Technic teeth. Check on see. Let's see, where is it? 1x4. See that bit? Where's that bit? Come on. Definitely emptied it out back. I did. Oh, there it is, upside down. On one of those. So, start off with connecting the loop into this connector with the hole in it. Then we're going to stick the pins with the studs into the holes, flip this over and stick the microphone into the ends like that, and then we're going to stick this Technic brick onto those studs on top. So we end up with a piece like that. We're then going to stick the pin through that Technic hole here like that, and then this is going to connect on top like this, and then we connect the band onto the other microphone like that, so when we push it, it snaps back. Then with that done, we come back to the piece we built earlier, and this is now going to connect on this side together. So we've got this now inside. Then we're going to fill up this gap here, and for that we get 2 1x2 plates, snap them together. We're going to get a Technic brick with a 1x2 with a hole in it, stick that on top. And then stick another 1x2 plate on top of that. That then just sticks in that gap we had there. And on the other side we need a 1x2 brick and a 1x3 to level it off, like so. Then we're going to add 2 corner bricks in black, couple of 1x1s and a 1x4 in black. 1x4 goes in the middle of the top, and our 2 corner bricks go on either side of that, and then our 2 1x1s go on there to raise some height. Then we get 2 inverted 2x2 slope bricks in black. These 2, a couple of 1x3s in black again, and a couple of normal 1x2s in black. Again, we're going to add another row, which you need one of these inverted bricks. First one goes in the middle, so our inverted brick goes in there, 1x2s either side, and our 1x3s each end. Raise the height again. Then we're going to get a 1x4 brick, a couple of corner bricks again, a couple of 1x1s, do another height around the edge. Then we've got our Technic brick, 1x2 with a hole in, which goes onto that inverted piece in the middle. On top of that we stick a normal 2x2 slope piece, so it's stuck in there like this. And then either side of that we're going to flank it with these wedge bricks, 3x3 bricks, build that shape. And across the top here we're going to put a corner brick down this end, a 1x4 in the middle, and a 1x2 at the end as well, like this. Then we get a 1x3, a couple of 1x2 bricks, and 3 1x1, and the third was stood on the side. First 1x1 there, and these 2 facing outwards on this side. Then a 1x2 here, another one on this side, and then a 1x3 goes on that side. So we've got something like this. Then we're going to stick a 1x1 plate on this side to level it off, and a 1x2 plate on the other side to level it off. This is all level up now. Then we need 3 1x2 plates, 1, 2, 3, a Technic brick 1x2 with a hole in it, a couple of 1x3 bricks, a couple of 1x2 bricks. The 1x2 plate goes into the bottom of our Technic brick, and the 2 plates go on top. And like before, that's going to sit in this middle gap here. Then we stick a 1x2 either side, and then our 1x3s go on the end, like that. Then we're going to put a 1x8 plate right across the back, like that, and a couple of 1x2s just here and on this side. Put that to the side, and then build our next part. So we get a 1x8 plate, stick a 2x2 inverted piece in the middle, then we're going to put some wedge bricks either side of that. Underneath here we're going to put some 1x2 plates on the edge to level that off. Then we've got 2 1x4 bricks, again a couple of 1x2 plates, so the 1x4s run across the back, and we put the 1x2s in. Then we need a Technic brick with a hole in it, a 2x2 sloped brick, 2 1x3 bricks, there's 2, a 1x1 brick, and a couple of 1x1 plates. Stick the Technic brick on that inverted piece at the front, and again put the slope brick on top of that to secure that. Then we stick some 1x3s either side. Then we're going to stick the plates into the top and bottom of this 1x1. That's just going to go on this side leveled up. Then we get 3 1x1s and third. One goes at the front with the stud sticking out. One goes sideways here, studs there, and the other one with the studs on that side. Then we're going to get 4 1x3 plates. I'm going to stick them all the way around this. So 1x3 there and there, and across the top. Then we've got 2 corner bricks, 1x4 brick, and a couple of 1x1 bricks. There's one. So the 1x4 goes in the middle, corner bricks each side. And our 1x1s go on each end there, so just building the height of that up again. And we continue to do that, and we'll do that with 2 1x3s, a couple of 1x2s, Technic brick with a hole in it. It's going to go in the middle, 1x3 each side, then our 1x2s. Then we're going to get the height again, a couple of corner bricks, a couple of 1x1s with studs on the side, and a 1x4. 1x4s in the middle, corner bricks again, then our 1x1s with studs on the side go each end, the studs there, this. Yeah, Brandon, I think there are some printed tiles in here. But there are some stickers as well, so it's not totally sticker free, so we'll have to see what ones need stickers and which ones are printed. We've got some of these that are coming up, printed tiles with the Pac-Man on and the ghost. So there's a few printed things in here. Next up we need a couple of Erling bricks in tan. Got a 1x2 plate and a brick. And a 1x2, 1x4, sorry, brick as well. 2 of those. Those 2 1x4s run along the back. 1x2s this end. And then we're going to add this 1x2 plate onto the Erling bricks there. Place it sideways like that on the top. Then across here we're going to stick a 2x8 plate and a 1x8 plate for the ends, and then we're going to stick a tile on that, so a 1x8 tile and then a couple of 2x4s to smooth it over like that. Then we take this and we're going to stick this to this piece we built earlier. So it comes one large plate, then we can flip this over like this. Comes our base. We've got the 3 holes now where the ghosts, the Pac-Man's going to go. What we'll do on the side here is we're going to stick 2x8 and a 2x16 plate on the side. Runs across in there, runs across the top like this, and then we're going to stick 3 1x8s underneath. Ooh. All got studs now on this side. Then basically what we're going to do is we're going to add some tiles here that are printed. So we've got 10 of these 1x2s which are blue with black print on. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we've also got 2 corner ones, again blue with the black print, and essentially the corner ones go each end at the bottom, and we run really across the top 2 down this bottom bit here. Same on this side. 3 there. 2 here. That's the start of it. Then we're going to need 4 1x3 tiles, this blue with the black stripe, and then 6 more 1x2s, 3, 5, 6, and then we're going to use these. We've got a Pac-Man, a blue ghost, orange ghost, pink ghost, and a red one somewhere. And a red one. So following on here, we stick a 1x3 each side here, top and bottom. And our 1x2s go on to connect the top and bottom. Then we stick printed 1x1 rounds in. So Pac-Man goes on first. It's going to be difficult to get these lined up. Then a red ghost, we miss a stud. Then we have an orange ghost. Miss one. Oh, that pink ghost is too wobbly for me, so I'm just going to redo that one. Still a bit wobbly, but not as bad. And then finish off with a blue ghost. We've got something like that then. The ghosts are a little bit wobbly, I must admit, but they'll do for me for now. Then with that done, we're going to flip it upside down. We're going to add some Technic cogs. So we need 2 of these dark bluish grey cogs and these pins with a cross in. And stick each one of these in the middle of our cog. They're going to go on. We're going to go on these grey Technic bricks. So we're going to stick one there. One on the other side, like that. Then we get a larger cog. We have 4 length rod, 2 2x2 round plates, one of these stopper pieces. So first off we stick the 4 length rod in the middle, push our stopper all the way down the end of that. This is going to go into the centre hole here between the 2 cogs, so now they're all linked up, and rotate, and then we'll flip this round, stick our 2 plates together, and then slot that on this side. So we have these 2 plates. So you can see if I twist that underneath now, these move. So now we're just going to put that to the side. And we get this 2x16 tan plate and 2 more 2x2 round plates. Stick these to the end. Then the other end we're going to get 2 pink 2x2 tiles or plates, stick them together, stick them the other end. Then on the pink end we're going to add this Technic brick with the hole in that connector. On the other end we're going to stick a 4 length rod into the base like that. We then bring this back in this way round. We're going to put the rod into this hole this end and then push this down like that. And with that secure, we'll flip this over, and where this rod's come through we're going to add a little cog, so it feeds into the teeth that we stuck in earlier, and then we've got a large cog goes on top again, then feeds into those. Just like that. Then we get another 4-length rod. We get a bend here, and we get another stopper. We're going to stick this connector onto the rod there. That's going to go in the hole this end, and our stopper goes in underneath. Keep that in position there. And on the end of that, we stick another large cog. So it connects up underneath. Show you what that's going to look like. It moves yet, but so we put that to the side. Then we get one of these 8x8 plates. We're going to add a 1x8 tile black down one side. We've got two 1x3s, one there, one here, another 1x8. Top and bottom there as well. Then we add another 8x8 plate to that, connected with the tiles. I'm going to add 2x3s there to connect the other parts of these plates together, and then 1x8, 1x8, and another 8x8 plate on top. Then we'll do a 1x3, 1x8 at the ends, and another couple of 2x3s where the plates meet to secure that. Then that connects to the bottom and covers up our bottom of the stage. Now what the instructions say to do is to actually remove this piece. This was a temporary piece, but we leave the black 2x2 rounds in place. Take that away. We have one still left over. So it's just to line the cogs up. So this just gets taken off and taken apart even. Maybe we'll reuse that later in the set. Let's find out. So that's all lined up. So we've ended up with something like this. That's the base, and that's the end of our first bag. So now we'll move on to bag 2, which is going to get us to build one of the ghosts that's going to sit on top of this. So ghost is going to be an orange one and a blue one on the back as well. So first up we start with a 2x4 Technic brick here, or plate with the holes in the middle, and we're going to stick an upward facing bracket at one end like this. Then stick a blue 2x2 round plate in the middle, and then we'll stick another upward facing plate on the other side then, like that. Then we'll stick a 2x4 in the middle here to cover all of that, so it's in place. And then we'll stick some 1x4s with studs on the side, bricks, back to back in the gap in the middle. Then onto that we'll stick some 1x2 and a third with the 2x2 studs in back to back in the middle. Then we'll get 2 of these blue bricks. We're going to add a 1x2 yellow plate on top of each, and then we put a red downward facing bracket on top of that, and then these go either side of our grey bricks like this. Then in the middle here we're going to stick 2 1x2 yellow plates to the top row of studs on each side. then a 2x2 brick in the middle, and a 2x4 plate goes on each side element to bulk it out a bit more. Then we've got smaller upward facing brackets, just with the one row of studs. We're going to stick a yellow 1x2 plate onto the back of each of those. They go on top of the red brackets on the side, and we stick a 2x2 plate on top of our 2x2 there as well. Then we're going to get 2 blue 1x1s and 2 orange 1x1s somewhere. Orange go at the back, blues at the front. It's the colour of the ghost now coming through. Then we need some tiles, so we've got 4 curved orange tiles, and we also need 2 orange 1x3 tiles. We then do the same but in blue, so we need some 1x3, and then we need 4 of the curved tiles in blue. So on the top here we're going to put the blue curve there, and on the side to give us that curved look of the ghost. The other side we'll do the same but in orange. And of course we'll run the 1x3 tiles then down the sides like that. Put that to the side, then we'll do the face of the ghost. So we start with a 2x6 and add a 1x4 plate on there. Then we've got 2 blue cheese wedges either side of our 1x4 plate. Then we're going to stick a 2x4 plate on top here on this low rung, and stick 2 double cheese wedges either side of that. Then we get 3 2x2 rounds, and then we're going to add quarter tiles just to 2 of the studs, so it gets half covered in these tiles. And then these go underneath with the tiles sticking up to give us that bottom of the ghost look. Then we're going to get 2 jumper tiles, 1x2s, goes across our top, ready for the eyes. And then we do a 2x4, which is where the mouth's going to be, and we use a sticker for that. So sticker number 1, which is this wiggly line, which is going to be the ghost's mouth. There we go, that's going to stick in there. So then we stick that on the right side on these studs underneath. So the yellow sits on top. Then we'll do the top. To do that we've got these curved dome-like pieces, so 2 of those. And then for the eyes we're just going to use these 1x1 round tiles. Then we'll do the orange side now. So we've got a 2x6 orange plate, going to use the grey again. Stick our cheese wedges on one side, and a 1x1 plate on the other end. This time, like that. Then we've got 2 double cheese wedges, they're going to go on. And our 2x4 in black goes in the middle. Then we get 3 of our 2x2 rounds again, and we're going to stick those quarter tiles on one half of the plate. That's 1. Goes on that side. Again, just stick these underneath. Then we're going to stick on a 1x2 plate this time at the top, and then a 1x3 jumper with the 2 studs next to that, and an orange 2x4 like that. Stick that onto this side, and then we've got the orange domes that go on for the top, and this time instead of a sticker we've actually got some tile eyes for this one. It needs to go sideways like that. So there's the eyes for that ghost. This one then sits on this end on this 2x2, so you just connect that. Goes on like that. So that's that one done. And then we just got to repeat that process essentially now for another one. I imagine it's going to be the same. Yellow plates on the top here. And our 2x2 goes on, and our 2x4s go on each side to bulk it out a bit further. Then our upward facing brackets, the smaller ones, stick a yellow plate into that. Stick that on top. And we've got a 2x2, and then we're going to do red 1x1 this time, and then a blue one. So this is our red ghost. Make it like that. Then we've got the usual curved pieces, so this side the blue ones. And then the red ones. There's the blue side of the ghost done. Do the blue again, so 2x4, sorry 2x6, and our 1x4 on top. Get our blue cheese wedges then. Four, and our double cheese wedges next to that. Then we get 3 2x2 rounds again, and then we're going to have those quarter tiles on half. underneath. Then we've got our 2 jumper tiles again at the top for the ghost eyes. And then our 2x4, which again has another wiggly mouth sticker to go on. Goes on underneath. Then we'll stick this under here. Stick our domes on the top for the head. And then we'll put those tang eyes on. That's that side. And then we'll do the other side, the red one. Need a cheese wedge, 2x4 underneath, double cheese wedge. Then let's do the bottom of the ghost. Then we've got a 1x3 jumper there and a 1x2 plate. Then just a plain 2x4 to finish that off. We'll stick that underneath. Put our top domes on again. And then we've got our printed tile eyes. One, and where's the other one? So there's the ghost eyes as well, so that's that one. I guess that's going to go on the next 2x2, and then we can start building Pac-Man himself. He's going to go in the middle. That's what we've got so far, and now we'll do Pac-Man himself for the end. So Pac-Man starts with a 2x2 with a stud on the side. I'm going to stick a yellow plate into the back to level it off. Then some 1x1s with 2 studs on the side. They go back to back with each other like this. In the front we put a Technic brick with a cross hole in the front. Put that down, get 2 yellow plates, 1x2, stick them together. Some 1x1s with studs on the side facing outwards. Put a 1x2 plate on top of that. And then a double cheese wedge on top of that, and then this piece goes on the front like that. Then we're going to stick a rod, 3-length rod into that Technic brick with the cross, and a stop hole goes on as well. Then we get a 2x2 plate. We're going to stick these 2x2 curved pieces in yellow on, and that goes on top like that. Then we get a 1x2 and an inverted curved brick. 2 of those go into the base. Then we have some more 1x1s with stud on the side on top, with the stud facing out. And then on the front here we're going to stick a 1x2 by a third with the studs on the front and the side. That then connects here, so you can start to see the curve of Pac-Man kind of forming. Then we get another 2x2 and the 2 curved bricks, stick those together. It goes on the back here. Again, you can see the curve of Pac-Man coming together. Then we're going to get a corner plate here. We'll get 3 of these domes and we're going to connect them together. Again, you can see the Pac-Man here. Got to do 2 of those. It's quite a cool way to build him. And then these go onto the sides here like that. So you can see Pac-Man coming together. And that's him actually, that is Pac-Man. So we're going to use the rod at the bottom there to feed in to our piece like that. And there you can see that, I think, is it. And what happens then, of course, we've got this pin at the back, so if we push the pin, they spin round and come back. So they're chasing him and he's chasing them. How cool is that? That's the first, that's it for that, is it? Yeah, that's the end of bag 2. So we finished this now, so it's set separately or sits on top of the arcade machine. And then we just now need to move on to the actual arcade machine itself now. How cool is that? Very clever brand and the stuff they do, and also that design for those ghosts are really cute. I agree. So yeah, bag number 3, we're going to reuse those parts that we used as well earlier. So we do reuse these things, and we also need 4 oversized larger plates. And now we're going to actually start the arcade machine itself. So let's open bag 3. 2 bags in this section. So we've got the 4 of these out. These large ones ready to go. Got a light brick in this set as well, this bit. So again, just starting on the base, of course, of the arcade machine where you put the money in. So to kick off then, we've got one of these 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 2 by 12, so we're going to stick a 1 by 2 plate at the end there. Then we have a longer plate here, it's going to connect just after that. And we go out to a 4 by 6 at the end there. Then we need a 1 by 4 and these longer ones. So 1 by 4 plate. So this longer plate goes on first, then our 1 by 4. So we have a 2 stud overhang here, and then we use another 4 by 6 that goes onto that. Then another long 2 by plate goes on top of that, and also a 1 by goes next to that. At the other end, we repeat what we had at the other end, so it goes in there with a 1 by 2 plate at the end. Then we get our oversized pieces, and we also need one of these as well. So these are 6 by 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So 6 by 16, and these are going to go onto the ends. 2 here, 2 there, one smaller one in the middle, do that like that. Then we're going to flip this over. And then what we do is we get these 2 by 8s plates, stick them across each end. the longer ones come across. On both sides like this. Then we're going to add some more here, so we have these longer light bluish grey ones, which are going to run one stud over, short, slightly short here. We've got a 1x2 yellow at the end. Let's repeat that this end. Another yellow plate at the end here, and then going across, gonna stick these tan plates in. So these are 2, 4, so 5, 6, 2, 4, 5 and 6. Yep, that's about there. Now all the base done, and if we flip back over here, in here we're going to get another 4x6, and we're going to stick a black 1x2 tile just on one end like that, and this is going to swap in to give us the base. That's the base all done. You can get a sense of the size of it now, so that's kind of how big it's going to be. Then we'll just put that to the side a moment. We need to build two elements, so I'll build these together. So we have two 2x3s. I'm going to add some regular 1x2 bricks to the end. Then we get some Technic 1x1s with this cross hole in, 4 of these, and these go in the middle, back to back. And then again we get some 1x2s, regular bricks, to finish it off. So that's our base there. Then we're going to stick some 2x3s on top. 2 of those plates, repeat that again. And then into that Technic hole we're going to get one of these Technic pins, feed that all the way through. There's one, here's the other. Then we add a 2x3 brick on top. And onto this pin we're going to add one of these separator pieces in grey. So with those done, we bring back in our base. These are going to sit on these bits that stick out, the pin facing inwards on each end like that. Then we get 3 of these panels, and they're going to run straight across this side like this. And then inside here now we're going to do some tiling in dark grey, so, and black actually. So for this we need 5 just 2x2 tiles, regular ones. We also need 2 jumper ones. We need 2 1x8 as well. We also need another black 1x2 and a couple of 3 actually 1x6 tiles in black. First with the black we run a 1x6 here and here, one on the other side, and then a 1x2 to finish it off, just to do the front. Then in the back here we're going to start with a 2x2 Then we have a 1x8, another 2x2 here. This is where that arcade machine, I think within an arcade machine, is going to sit once we've built it. It will stick to these jumper tiles. And goes in the middle. Next up we need 2 of these 2x8 bricks. We have another jumper, 2x2, 2x8 plate. We've got a blue 1x8 brick, a red 1x6. We need a 1x4 plate in red and a 2x10 in blue. So we need 2 of these 2x8s. So first one goes in the front here, then our blue plate 2x10 goes in, then 2x8 again goes on, then we put our 1x4 on, and then our jumper there. Meanwhile our 1x10 goes in, 1x8 goes in there, then 2x6, another 2x6, sorry 2x8, then our 1x6 red goes on the front. Then we're going to reuse the bits we had earlier, so we've got these pink 2x2 and this red piece. Going to stick them together like this. Going to stick a red axle piece through one hole slightly. Then we get one of those rubber figure of 8 pieces. One of these that's going to go in the middle, and we'll thread that axle through there. So it's one of these rubbery pieces, and then we stick the other 2x2 pink on top, just like that. That's going to sit just in front of the jumper here, which is probably where the little coin button where you can push it in. This is probably going to absorb the push in for the button for the coins to come back out. Then we need 3 upward facing white brackets, another 1x6 and a 1x8. We've got 3 1x2 plates in red, a couple of 1x1 rounds in red, 3 of these green bracket pieces, and we have 3 of these hinge pieces. So we're going to build 3 of the same thing basically. So we start with the white bracket, stick our 1x2 red plate in, then this green bracket piece on the other side, and then we're going to stick the hinge in the middle there. So 3 of those. We've got one going in, 4 studs from the end here. Then we've got our 1x6 brick, and another one of these, and our 1x8, our 1x1, and this one, and finish off with our 1x1 again. We'll end up with something like this at the front. Next up we'll need our light brick. We'll need 2 Erling bricks, 2 upward facing 1x1 clip, a couple of 1x2 with round ends, and some 1x1s plates. Then we build 2 of these, so we get an Erling brick and a 1x1, stick that onto our 1x1 round, and then we've got our 1x1 clip on the front. So I'll do 2 of those. And we stick one here, one here, basically either side of where our clip's can go. We'll pull out the battery saver here for that, so we've got the red light. It's going to then, like I said, sit here just in front of our rubbery piece there. Then we've got a 1x4 orange piece. We've got 6 double cheese wedges in tan colour and 4 single cheese wedges as well. 1x8 goes across our light brick and our Erling bricks that we just added, and then these slopes are going to go in these gaps here. So run these all the way across. So it just runs like that. Then we've got a 1x16 brick. We've got 4 1x3 bricks. A couple of 1x2s and a 1x6. And we start with a 1x3 on top of this blue brick, and our 1x16 is going to run across. And another 1x3 here. And we're going to go across these 2x8s that we had earlier. Got those bricks like this. Then we've got a couple of 1x6s, 1x3 and a 1x1 plate. We can add that one to here. Going to run across to level off section. It's all level now, what we built. Then we're going to get a 2x8, a 1x4, 2x2s with studs on the side and 2 corners. We're going to stick these 2x2s with studs on the side, one end, and our 2 corner plates, and our 1x4 goes across the front. This is going to sit here, I think, about so front, just on top of our light brick at the front there. Then we stick these 2x2s with studs on either end of this plate. Then goes on next, and then we finish off here with 4 of these on this plate, and then that just finishes off that end as well. So we've just added that all the way across there now. Then we're going to do a button, I think. So we start with an inverted 2x2, going to stick a 1x2 plate at the back studs. Green bracket goes on the front. Then we stick a 2x2 plate on top to stick them together, and a 2x2 tile to smooth that over. Then we get a 2x2 and a 1x2 plate. You're going to stick a Technic brick with a hole in on top of the plate and another plate on top. That's going to join what we have here with our inverted piece, like this. Then this end will stick our replacing bracket in. Next up we get a 5 length rod, and we're going to stick a round ball onto the ends, slide up the stopper to the end, and that's going to poke through our Technic brick hole there, like this. Then we get a 2x2, going to stick an inverted 2x2 round into the bottom, and a 2x2 round hole there. That's going to go then into our rod the other end to create like a button, so you can push it up and down. That's going to sit on top of our rubber piece here, like that. You can see here, this is the button, so as you push it down, the light comes on here. It's clever. Then we're going to get two of these 1x12 plates. Just going to run them across the back each of these to level that off. And then down this side we've got 3 panels, and we've got some more plates here. We're going to add these plates first to the fronts on this side. And then our panels copy what we did at the start on this one, to run down this side. Like that. I think that's where we are at the end of this bag. That's the base. So bag 4, and we will use our 2x16 that we had from bag 1 as well in this one. And we're going to build more of the machine. Get to hit that like button if you enjoyed the stream as well, so others get to see it while I get this stuff out. Right, so kicking off this next bit, then we get 11 of these inverted 2x2 sloped pieces. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we need a couple of 1x3 bricks as well in black. I think, double check, yeah, 2, what are they? There's 1. And 1 more. And we're going to stick the 1x3s here on each side, and then our 11 inverted pieces is going to run along this section here all the way across. Next up, we're going to build another intricate little piece. So for that, we get 3 Technic bricks with cross holding. We've got 2 of these U-shaped plates. And we have got 1 full-length rod. We've got 2 pins with a loop at the ends. We have a 4-spoke piece. 2 longer pins with the cross connection, 1 and 2. We've got 4 of these 8 shaped rubber pieces. Cool. And lastly, 2 Technic bricks with the hole in. So first up, we get one of these Technic bricks with the cross hole in, stick the full length rod in. Stick one of these rubber pieces all the way down there, and into that we're going to stick this fork prong into the top rubber part, and then we'll finish it off with another rubber part at the other end to keep it in position. Meanwhile, we'll get a loop, we'll stick a Technic pin through the loop. That goes into one of these 1x2s and then into another Technic brick, the other end. Again, we'll stick a rubber piece into this loop piece in the middle. This then sticks onto this 4-prong with the rubber via the rubber piece. Do the same again, stick the pin through our loop, into that piece, into there, and then the rubber piece that sits on the other side. And with that done, we stick these plates hopefully on top there. Now with that in place is the joystick basically, so it's going to be able to move around in 4 axis, and it's going to sit in the middle here. The joystick can go in and move around. Then we need a 1x6 brick. We've got an upward facing bracket and one cheese wedge. Cheese wedge goes into the back of the bracket. That's going to go onto the front stud here, and the 1x6 just goes in front of where our joystick's gone in. Then we need 5 upward facing brackets, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 4 double cheese wedges and a single one as well. So start with one, stick our single in, and our double, and connect these brackets together. These wedges, something like this. This is then going to sit into the front again. Right on the front over here. Then we do another one. This time we need 4 upward facing brackets. 1, 2, 3, 4. A couple of single cheese wedges and a couple of double cheese wedges. Start with a single cheese wedge, basically the same but for the next part of the build. And do a single there. These 3 go on. One on its own goes on here, and then the others just add on there. Just added that on. Then we get our 2x16 plate, and we're going to add a 1x6 tile in black in the top corner. We get a couple more 1x6s and also a 1x2 tile. Add another one there, 1x2, 1x6 again. Then we add a 2x6 plate to the ends and a 1x2 tile on top, like this. And then we're going to add some 2x6 tiles. 1, 2. Then a 2x2, another 2x6, and a 2x2, like this. Then we're going to flip it over, and then we're going to stick a yellow 1x1, one in there, 2x2 hinge piece, another 1x1 round yellow, then a 1x8 plate goes across. We'll have another hinge, a 1x6 plate, and and lastly another hinge like that. Then we're going to clip that now into, of course, if you remember earlier, we put these hinges already in here, so we've got the other parts of the hinge now that we can line up and hopefully clip in. There's this nice sloped tiled angled bottom there to the arcade machine. Then we're going to do our 25p slot. So we start with a 1x4 plate. We're going to stick a panel piece, transparent clear one, and then we're going to stick our 25% sticker, which is this one here. There's our 25 cents, and then we're going to build up around that. So for that we get a handle piece, 1x2 with a handle on, two of those, and 1x2 sandwich cheese wedge on, stick that on the front. We'll stick a 1x1 plate on there, and then a 1x1 brick on top of that. Do that again. Then this goes either side of our sticker piece. Then across the top here we're going to do double cheese wedges to connect them together. Right across the top there. So we'll do something like this. This thing goes in, again if you remember we put some clips in either side here so we can push this, hopefully, be well into our clips there. So it's got an angle going down as well. It moves a little bit. Face down, and then if you press the button here you can see it lights up like it used to do. Put money in me. So now that's in position, we're going to get two of these inverted slope pieces, and we're going to get 8 of these panel pieces in black. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. And then the inverted pieces will go each end to form the outside of our arcade machine, and then we'll run the rest of the panels, 4 on each side, down here to form the outside of the machine. I'm going to do it without upsetting the other panel that's already in position. Same on the other side. So we go, start to form the base. The outside's done now. You can see money's in position. Then we're going to get a 2x16 plate and a 1x2 plate and a couple of 2x4 plates in black. I'm going to run that down this side. The 1x2s, actually I need 2 of those, one for each side, and our 2x4 goes on, and then our 2x16 runs across the top of this side. And for the other side we're going to do something slightly different, so we still need a 2x16, a 2x3, a double cheese wedge and 2 brackets upward facing. Start with that, stick a cheese wedge into the top corner, attach the other hinge, that's how they're connected, and a 2x3 goes down there, and then connect that to our 2x16. And then this goes in this side, coin insert piece there as well. Then with that done, we get some 6x8 plates, 2 of these. We have one upward facing bracket, a 1x6 full of 2x6 plates, a couple of 1x8s, 2x8, good to go. So start with a 2x8, it's going to go across over this side, then one of our 6x8s next. Then we've got a 2x6. Oop, I missed one. Thought that was slightly off. Hold up, I'll take this off. Put these back on. I missed a 1x8 that needs to go on after the 2x8. So stud off. Try that again. So then our 1x8 goes on. And our 6x8. It's better. Then our 2x6, 1x6 just goes in behind here, 2x6 in the front, 6x8 then, and 1x there, just to take this up. There we go, so just plated over that front, just like an extra hinge in just there, a bracket. And with that done, we're going to need a couple of 1x3 blue tiles, 1x6 tiles, 1x2 tile and 1x2 plate. We're going to run 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 1x10 across, 1x2, another 1x10 in black. Then we've got our 1x2 tile, 1x6, then one of our 1x3s. Leave 2 stud gap there in the middle to need the tiling across. Then we're going to need 2 of these 6x6 tiles. We're going to stick some stickers on those. 2x6, we have a jumper tile, another 1x2 tile, a couple of 1x6 blue tiles, a couple of 1x2 blue tiles. I think we're good to go. So we start off here with a 2x6 tile. We're then going to get these 2 stickers are going to go on these tiles. So start with this one that says start game. Ooh, not straight, that's curved. Have to do, I think. Side up on that one. I'll do the other one as well. Better. So we'll start with that one, put that one on first. Then we put our 1x6 blue tile on, 1x2 goes on here, 1x6 then again, and 1x2 here, and our larger start game one goes on. Then here we're going to finish off with a jumper tile just in front and a 1x2 tile just in there. So we'll make sure these 6x6 tiles go on. That's kind of our gaming area. Hey electronics, welcome to the stream. Then we're going to add some more tiling here to where the joystick's going to go. So for that we've got 2 jumper tiles, 2x2s, 4 regular 2x2 tiles, and 2 1x1 plates. Start off with the jumper at the back and the jumper at the front. and the regular ones go in each corner. And then our 1x1s just fill in that east and west side there. So that's where our joysticks look in there. Then we get 11 double cheese wedges, and they're going to run along the front here on these studs to smooth off the front basically. Just going to put these in. Of course, given this is a black set, fingerprints are everywhere, a bit like the Pac-Man sets. So we'll probably need wiping down once I've built it, get my fingerprints off it, and then forevermore anyone touches it I'll need to do that. So run these across to smooth the edge over. There we go. Pretty cool. Yeah, thanks Brandon, I'm getting there, nearly 2,000. It's membership slowed down a bit recently, but maybe it's because it's the summer. Then we're going to get the 1x4 semicircle pieces. They're going to run across these studs now at the back, which is where the screen's going to start. Coming in, let's just run these all across. Just like that. And then one of the last things here on these, each of these corners, we've got these tiles, which are triangles to show up, down, left, right. These are going to go in here. Try and get them straight if I can. Does that look straight enough? See, that's pretty cool. That's it for end of bag 4. So bag 5 we're going to continue to build up the sides, I think, by the look of it. We'll introduce some yellow now into the set as well. A couple of bags in this one. Pretty good for time today. We'll try to get about bags up to bag 7 probably done today. It's about halfway, so then we can finish off next week. See how we go. So now we're going to concentrate a bit more on the sides here. So we need 2 2x8s in yellow, a couple of 1x3s yellow as well, and a couple of 1x4s in yellow. Then we need couple of 1x4s in black and a couple in 1x3s in black. Start off with them, we put the 2x8s in yellow on either end. Then on the inside we've got the 1x3, 1x4 in black. Then we put the yellow 1x4, 1x3 on. And then we're going to add another row of yellow and black. So we have 2 of these. These are 12, are they? 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. No, 1x10s. Yellow and black. Ooh. Need a couple more in 1x3s in yellow and black, and a couple of 1x2s in yellow and black as well. Yellow ones. Where's the black ones? There's one. There's 2. So this time the 1x2s start at the end. Then 1x3. And then our 1x10. Same on the other side. And then on the outside we put the yellows. Then we need a couple of 2x4s in yellow, a couple 1x3s as well in yellow, and some black 1x3s, and then we get two 1x8 yellow tiles. So the 2x4s at the back on each side. Then we put the yellow tiles on the outside here. And we've got the 1x3s at the front. Something like that at the moment. Then we've got to build two of these next things. So we need two 1x8s. We're then going to get outward facing brackets on each of these, on these right across. Four. Then we're going to run a 1x8 on top of those brackets at the back. Then on the front we're going to stick a 2x6 tile in red, and each end of that then stick a 1x2 red plate. Let's do that again for the other one. And then with that done, we're going to add that on top where we put the tile area. So this little red section that's indented slightly from the rest, like that. Then we need a couple more black 1x3 bricks. We need a couple of yellow 1x4 bricks. Couple of 1x10 black bricks, and we also need some 1x1 black tiles. The 1x1 black tiles go one stud in from the end on each side, and we run the 1x10 brick right the way across, and a 1x3 at the ends. Then our 1x4s go in the front. That. It's just building up around that red section. Then we need a 1x4 plate. We have a handlebar in red. We've got a couple of pins with studs on the ends. We have two 2x2s, a couple of 1x2s, regular ones in yellow, then a couple of Technic blue ones with a hole in it. Then we've got a 1x4 with 3 holes, Technic 1, 1x3 in black, 1x2 in 2, and 1x1 in black. And so we stick, let's bring this forward a bit so you can see it all just about. Stick the 2x2s on each side at the back. Then we stick the 1x4 plate on top of this Technic brick, and that's going to go in next over this side. 1x2 goes in front. Then we have a 1x1 that goes next to that, and then we stick into this Technic brick our pin, and on this side we stick our handlebar. It goes on next. 2 handlebars in fact. And on the other side we do 1x3, 1x2 yellow goes on the outside, another 1x2 in black on the inside. Other Technic brick goes on with a handlebar in the middle, and that faces inwards as well, like this. Then we need 2 1x4 black bricks. They're going to go just finish off each side here. Then we need a couple of these skinny upward facing brackets in yellow. We need 1x3 plates in yellow. A couple of 1x2 tiles in black. 1, 2. Some 1x2s in red, and then we need 2 1x1 tiles. So we start off with this 1x3 plate, and we stick the upward facing bracket in the middle. Stick the tile in the back to cover that stud up. Then in the front we stick the red 1x2 plate and then our black tile, and we just repeat that again. So we have 2 of the same. And then these go in on this side and on this side. So it just faces in, levels up there with that. Then we get 4 1x1s in black. Put them together into pairs. Just fills in next to, we've just stuck on each side there. Then we get 2 1x3 black plates. We need 4 1x1 plates in black and 2 1x2 plates in black. On the 1x3s we're going to stick the 1x1 plates each end of that plate to form that shape like this. Do that on both. Goes on top of our bracket pieces we just added on each side, and then the 1x2s go on that side and this side like that. This is how it's forming together. Then we get 2 downward facing brackets, the skinny ones again in black this time. We get 2 yellow 1x2 tiles. Where's the second one? There it is. And some red 1x2 plates. Stick the red plates on the front, then the tile on the bracket. You've got to do that twice. And these go in that little indent that we had, facing outwards with the yellow tile, like this, on the outside. Next up we need 2 1x4 yellow bricks and 1 black brick. We need a 1x2 brick in black somewhere. Couple of 1x8 plates. We need how many 10s? 1 1x10. Start with the 1x10 over this side. Then we've got a 1x2 goes in, and our 1x4 yellow goes on the outside. Same on this one. 1x4 here. And then we're going to stick the 2 1x8 plates together, run that across just to level that up now. Then we've got a 2x4, 2x2 in yellow, a 1x2. We've got 3 Technic bricks in yellow with the circle in. That's 1, 2 and 3. A 1x1 in black, and I think that's it then. So start us off. 2x4 goes in here, then our black 1x1. And we've got 2x2 here. Our Technic brick with the hole goes on the outside and on the inside next to it. Then a 1x2, and then our other Technic 1x1 goes on next. So we end up with a couple of holes on this side. Then we need 8 1x1s in yellow, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 4 1x1 plates. And we're going to pair these up, these 1x1 bricks, and stick a plate on top of each. That's that one. This then goes either side. The tiles that will be stuck on the outside. And even here, so we just filled in that gap either side there, on both sides. Then we've got two 1x3s in black and yellow. They go on top, black on the inside, yellow on the outside. Then we get two black 1x10s. We've got a couple of 1x3s in yellow, a couple of 1x4s in yellow, a couple of 1x4s in black. Adding more height here to the sides. 1x10s on each side, on the inside. 1x3 on the outside, in yellow. And our 1x4s going at the back, in yellow and black. Then we've got another one of these insert bracket pieces. So again, 1x8, we'll stick 4 upward facing brackets in black on. Another 1x8 plate across the back. And we've got our red 2x6, a couple of 1x2 plates in each end. Just repeat that again. Then these go here and here, this side, so we end up with two of these red indents like that. Then we need a couple more of these 2x2s and 1x10s and 2 corner bricks this time. The 2x2s in yellow are going to go at the back of each end, like that. Then we have our corner bricks that go on, and then our 1x10 in black. What did I miss there? Ooh, somewhere along the line. I'm sticking a 1x1 here. Also a 1x1 black tile. One here. It's that. And then we stick our 1x10 on the inside on each there. Something like this. Now we're going to do the handle, which I guess is going to feed into this, where the mechanism is going to be able to be turned. So for that, we're going to get one of these spacer pieces. We're going to stick a cross tenic pin into the bottom hole. That's going to go into one of these pieces here that can act as a crank. We'll stick then a 6 length rod into that top crank piece. Into this pin we're going to add a tenic cylinder and a pin with a stud on the ends. We'll end that with a 1x1 round yellow tile to give us a little handle that's going to work this. That's going to fit through that hole, as I said, all the way through to the other side. And then to keep it in place, we're going to stick this blue cog through it. So we'll be able to turn this on the outside to make the Pac-Man go round. Spin this round a little bit. Next up we get this green cog. We're going to stick this tenic pin all the way through that. We've then got one of these tenic pieces here with the 3 parts on. That's going to go then into this other hole we've got here, and that cog as well. Also then put a stopper on the end, stop this sliding off with the arm. So as we turn this handle now, this green cog also moves. And we're getting towards the end of the bag. You then get one of these Technic pieces here. I don't know what the names are of these pieces. We're going to stick Technic pins, the ones with the longer ends in blue, into that bottom bit. We'll then slide this spacer piece over it. We'll stick a red axle part way through here, and then that's going to connect in underneath, and then we'll push the axle all the way through. So that's just gone into there where we had those Technic holes as well, and then we push the pin through, and it just secures, I guess, the pressure that's going to be on the handle as it turns once it's ready to be put into place. And that's the end of bag 5. So now we'll move on to bag 6, and we'll continue to build up the sides, I think. I'm also going to need 2 oversized yellow tiles. I need 2 of these in this bag. It's probably where the yellow stickers are going to go. Probably do this bag and one more bag. That will take us halfway through the set then. So first up, we're going around the front. And on these studs here, we're actually going to put these large sloped pieces, of course, 2 yellow, 2 black. Keep the theme going, so the yellow ones, so the black ones go on the inside, yellow on the outside. So have a nice sloped front to our machine. Then we need a couple of these sloped bricks, again 2 yellow, 2 black. Actually not those ones, it's shorter ones. Put these shorter ones inside here as well, so just need to make sure you use the right heights. So need a couple of 1x4s. A couple of 1x2s in black as well. A couple of black 1x10s. And I still need that shorter sloped yellow piece for you. I want to see the long ones. There it is. So we just finish off these sloped pieces first. Then at the back we're going to stick these 1x4s in yellow on the outside. Then we have the longer 1x10s on the inside in black. And just add the 1x2s on the end as well then as well. Then we've got 4 1x4s, so 4 1x1s even, a couple of 1x2 plates, and a couple of 1x1 plates. Yeah, Brandon, I knew one was called Pinky, I couldn't remember the other ones. But yeah, the ghosts. Is it Pinky, Pinky, Inky and Clyde? It's probably in the instruction manual at the front, didn't read it yet. So there we go, so we're going to put these together like this. We get 1x2, stick our 1x1s to each other, finish off with a 1x1 plate on top. These go on the outside here, just to beat that up a bit more. couple of red 1x2 plates. Also got some 1x2. Back to that in a sec. Some skinny upward facing brackets. 1x1 tile. And I can't see some black 1x2 tiles. There's one. There's two. So like we did last time with these brackets, we'll stick the yellow tile on the stud at the back. I'll plate on and then I'll black tile on the front. Facing inwards. Stomach's in there. Then we need two 1x2 yellow tiles. A couple of red ones, plates again. Downward facing skinny brackets. Two. And 4 1x2 plates. 1, 2, 3, and one more. 4, and then we need a couple of 1x1 black plates as well. So we start here with a 1x2. Going to stick a 1x1 plate on top, then our downward facing bracket next to that. 1x2 goes on top. 1x2 then, and then our tile goes on there in yellow. That's going to sit then on top here, facing outwards. So we do the same for the other side. 1x2 with a 1x1 on, downward facing bracket. 2 on top. Then we put our yellow tile on. That one goes on this side here, so from the side you can see how it sticks together there, and then on the outside it looks like that. Then we're going to add some more slope bricks, so the longer ones that I was getting out earlier. So 2 yellow, 2 black, and a couple of 1x2 plates in yellow. And there's one. Where's the other one? There's the other one. Oh, dropped it. There it is. First off, just stick the plates on that one stud on these brackets, and then we're going to stick slopes here to continue that. Sloped front like this. Then we've got a couple of 2x4s in yellow. Got some 1x6s in black. And 2 1x3s as well. So the 2x4s as always just go at the end here on both sides. Then we've got 1x3s in black. Then we'll stick the 1x6s on. Then we get some more 1x10s in black. Some 1x3s as well. And a couple of 1x4s. 1x4s go on the outside. And our 1x10 will run across the inside here. And this side. And then we'll stick the 1x3s just on the end to level it off. Then we need some 1x6s, a couple of 2x2s. 1x2s and 6 1x1s. And 6. First off, we'll stick 3 of the 1x1s together. They'll go just on the outside on each side there. Then the 1x6s go on top behind that. Then we'll put 2x2s in each of these ends here. Then on the outside 1x2. Starting to get some height now. Now we'll push this to the side. And we're going to build, I think, the scoring mechanism maybe. Let's have a look. So we start with a 1x16 Technic brick with holes in. We get 6 Technic pins, 1 in each end. This a hole, put 1 in. This a hole, put another 1 in. Same the other ends. We'll then get these 2 grey ones. Stick these in, hopefully. 8 Technic pins. Build a shape like this with this overhang. Then with that done, we'll stick some more Technic pins in. So 2 in this end, 2 in the other. And we've got these corner pieces. Snap those into those pins. So it's nice curved ends. Then into each end we're going to stick the longer Technic pin long end through, just to secure that together. Then we're going to put some tiles and some plates. So we've got 2 2x6 tiles, a couple of tan coloured 2x4s, a 2x2, a couple of red 1x2s. Red 1x2s go each end. And we'll do the 2x4s. Then we've got the 2x6 tiles in black. And then our 2x2 goes in the middle there. Then we have a downward facing bracket, a larger one, and a curved 2x2 tile, which is here. It's going to go in the middle, and we're going to connect that with that clip in there. Then on the front we're going to add another 2x4 plate, and then a 2x4 tile in black goes on the front of that, so it sticks out a bit more. Then we get 4 of these looped pieces, 2, 3 and 4. We also need these 6 long rods, and we need a couple of Technic pins. First off, we stick the Technic pin in the top loop and stick 2 of these together. And then we stick the 6th length rod through that Technic pin. He says as it snaps off, all the way through to the end like that. Do that twice, and then this is going to sit one this end, one this other end, facing inwards like this. Then if we bring back in the machine, this is going to then fit in this gap we've got here, going right across like this. Then we're just going to add to the front, so we need 2 more of these sloped black and yellow bricks. We need 4 1x6s in black, and a couple of yellow ones in 1x4s. Stick the slopes at the front here. 1x4s on the outside at the back. 1x6s, 2 on each side. Just to add more height. Then we get a couple of 2x2 yellow bricks and some 1x2 yellow bricks, Technic bricks with a hole in it, and a pin with a stud on it. I'm going to stick those pins with studs into our Technic brick with a hole in. Stick the 2x2s then first, and our bricks with the studs facing inwards go on the outside, then the yellow 1x2s to cover it up. Now what we do now is we push these out into those pins like that, so that's looking like that instead. Then we need to do the 1x8s and the brackets again like we did last time. So snap 2 together here, and then stick this time the brackets underneath those. Then we've got our 2x6 tile on the front and 1x2 plates each end, so you've got to do 2 of those, do another one. Just getting ready to stick our yellow tile on. Let's do that again. Done that the wrong way around. Then this goes on to our sides again. So that pings off. Added another red piece on the outside there. A couple of 1x10s in black, 1x4s in yellow, and some 1x2s again. So just continuing to build up the sides here. Got 1x4s on the outside, 1x10s in black on the inside, 1x2 at the ends. Then we put our slope pieces on the front. Again, building more height here. Then we get 2 of these 1x8s, overlapping by 1 stud. Stick a 2x3 on that 1 stud, like this. Then going to go across here. Then we do the same, but obviously on the other side. It goes across the top there. It gives us that frame for the top of this section here. Then we get some 2x2s, a couple of 1x8s. 2x2s are going to go on the ends, each corner there to level that off the plates, and then the 1x8s also level off on the inside here, like that. Then we've got some more plates, so 2x6s, a couple of 1x4s in yellow, a couple of 1x3s in yellow, and then 1x4s, 1x3s in yellow plates. This is finishing off this bag now, so we then stick the 2x6s in yellow at each side, and the 1x3s and the 1x4. Same with the black on the inside. That, and then to finish this off now, we're going to put these tiles into this gap here. So these 2 tiles and these 2 big massive stickers need to go on interesting. Yeah, the same sticker. There's one. Not too bad. Hey, these kind of big massive stickers. Okay, there's two, not too bad. And then we can stick these into the sides here then. So we've got that on that side now, and that one on that side. There's a little note here that says Pac-Man the characters was designed to look cheery and carefree and spread joy to players. Right, so that's the sort of base of the frame. Bag 7 now, we're going to go onto the screen that's going to populate the front of this. So we'll just do this, we'll do this bag and we'll stop after this bag, but we'll get going with the screen. So I'm just going to put the machine out of the way. We will need the 2 grids I showed you earlier. Got these 2 grid pieces that are going to form the screen, and then we'll open bag 7. There's lots of Technic pins in this one as well, because we'll need to stick all these pins in. 2 bags. Chain that needs to be built here as well, which gives us the moving mechanism. I'll leave these in here for now in one bag. So to get us going then, we get one of these grids. We're going to get 20 of these red pins. 2, 6, 20. So to start us off, we'll go around the edge. So we've got to put, I'm not sure if that, how many is that supposed to be there? Doesn't say, weird. So we go around the edge. I think we'll have to get some more out in a minute. These pins all the way around. Here. So we've done around the edge there. Then we're going to get 2 in the middle of the grid that go up each side here. Add 2 more to the top here. On both sides. Then from there we go in 3 holes in. And then fill these 3 at the top up as well. And then we'll mirror that pattern on the other side as well. Then with those in place, we're going to add some 3x3 plates and a couple of 1x2 with the round ends. So 3x3s go up here, and then this is where our 1x2 round ends go on, something like that. Then we get 5 regular Technic pins somewhere in there. What are they in here? There was another bag. Yeah, another bag here which I forgot about. Full of Technic pins. So we need 5 of these. And then we put one here and diagonally next to it. Same on the other side. Its own down here like this. Then we get 2 of these 1x3 arms and 4 more Technic pins. These into each end, each of our holes there. Goes underneath here, and underneath there, like that. And then next we've got different pins going on now. So we've got a regular Technic pin, 2 of these white pins, and we have 2 tan coloured pins as well. So first off we go here with the tan one stud over there, and in the middle of those we'll stick a regular Technic pin, and our white ones are going to go on there and then 4 holes over in there like this. It's getting tricky now. Then we've got 2 cogs. We have 2 wheels as well somewhere. Spacer. If I can see the wheels. There's a wheel, isn't it? Yeah, the wheels. Yeah. These. These are the wheels as well. So now they're going to go on. So the cogs go on these white pins, spacer goes in the middle on this Technic pin, and our wheels go on the tan side like this. Then we need a 1 or 3 of those, 6 of these, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we'll need 21 Technic pins. First off, we're going to put pins into each of these arms and all the holes they've got. This is building the maze up, the walls of the maze. So first off, we've got one coming down. Here is the wall. Another one going down towards there. 1x3 there. Got another 1x3. 3 of those. It's only one we needed. One more. And then we're going to put a 1x3 going up. For that maze wall, then there's a 1x2 next to this one. Then we have a 1 stud gap. 1x3 goes up here. Then we have a 1x2 going across. And we have one more here, and this one goes next to that. So there's some of the maze, you can see it coming together. Then we need a brown pin. We have another pin with a stud on it. We have another wheel and a 1x2 piece. So we start with the 1x2 piece. We're going to stick the pin with the stud in there. The other pin goes in there, and then we feed the cog into the bottom of that. This is going to go into, I think, is that pinpoint in that hole? That hole. I think it goes into that hole. It's hard to say. It could be that hole. The cogs don't touch. I think it's that hole there anyway. We'll see in a minute. There's not a proper drop down look at this one. I think it is there. Then we put that to the side. And we've got to start making the chain now. So this takes me back to the roller coaster. So we've got these little chain elements here. So we've got 11 of those first off to connect together. 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Little chain, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then we get another one. There's a new one, it's got this moulded into it, a little rod into it, that goes on the end. Like this. Then we get another 11. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. These together, that's going to stick to the end then. Add that to this end. There's our longer chain. Then if we stick this on the side, we're going to add a cone, a 1x1 round, which will stick together onto that, something like that. And then onto that, we're going to stick a little ghost, the blue one. Is that inky? I think that might be inky. So he's going to go on there. That's how they're going to get moved around the grid. Like that. to get very complicated very quickly. Then this is going to hopefully feed around here, go below there and around there like that. So just feeding that chain in there, and it's going to connect together. It's going to operate in its own little area there. I'll show it to you again in a second, a bit closer. Can't pick it up yet. Then we get 4 1x6s. We've got another white pin. Let's have a black ball, another wheel, and a tan pin. I'm going to put the wheel on the tan pin. That's going to go Then we stick the ball onto this pin here. It's going to go in there. Again, this is forcing that chain to operate like that, and then we're going to stick these 1x6s just around the edge. Ooh. 1x5 goes in the middle, and 1x6 like that. So essentially we've got that at the moment. What I need to do is just get that need to get that last cog in here. This pin, I'm trying to get the cog underneath the chain. That's it. That goes around there. You can do it. Feed the chain in, I think. Let's do that again. Just need to feed the chain around. just go back a step. Go back. It is a little tricky. Pop out these buffers first, which is not helping. There's a reason why the instructions say the order to do it in, and it's probably because you should do it in that order. So let's take these out again. Let's try the ghost. Try the ghost in again. So run that through there. I'm not showing this on the camera, but the pin isn't helping. So right, now we've got these chains going all the way around the 3 cogs now, and then I need to put in this wheel, which is going to push it in, and then I'll push this one in here to push it in again. Right, that's it, cooking on gas now. Do the edges again, and do that again. The problem is the pin that sticks out the back is pushing out, so it's hard to get the chain to sit properly when it happens. Then with that in place, we then get a couple of lift arms. So we've got one of these. We're going to stick 2 pins in with the studs. One stud in from one hole in from each end. Stick another arm on top of that. Then we get 2 of these longer pins. Just going to thread that. I think I did that the wrong way around. Oops. Did I? I did do that the wrong way around. What am I doing? Goes in there and in there. Goes in the back. Then we'll set these all the way through, just on the inside. This then sits in the middle here to keep these in place there. So they're done. Then on top of that, we're going to need another grey pin, 3 of these. Need a spacer, 1x2 round ends, and a 1x3 arm. We're going to stick the spacer and one of these pins together. That goes on in a second. Then 2 go into this 1x3 one. First off, we'll stick 1x2 on this. Hopefully, this goes on there to keep that pin piece in place like that. Then the 1x3 goes up here onto this tan coloured pin, keeps that in place. That one goes on the end there, so just added another raised level there. Then we need a lift arm piece here. We've got a Technic pin, shorter one for the cross. We've got 2 of the longer grey ones again. We have a dark grey one, a black Technic pin, regular one, and a ball piece. Start with this lift arm, put Technic pin at the top. So we put this other pin with the cross connection on, which we'll stick a ball on the end of, like this. Then we'll stick these longer pins through, and this one on the end there. So we'll do something like this. This piece then goes at the top here, just in here. Push that down like that. In the next bit we need 2 spacer pieces. A cog. We've got 3 red Technic pins with studs on. A T-shape. Another pin, grey one this time, and a longer pin as well. So with the T-shape, first off we stick the red pins with studs in, and the longer grey one goes in the middle like this. And our pin goes through with our cog. This is going to sit here, I think. No, over here. In the middle, goes in the middle there, and then our spacers go on top of these either side like that. Very complicated, this bit. Then we get another lift arm. Do the sort of same thing again, Technic pin, tan Technic pin, one of these ones, 2 of the longer grey ones. Our ball goes on as well. So the arm, put a pin at the top, this other tan coloured one at the bottom on this side, ball goes on, and our 2 longer pins go in, and this one, and then this one is on this side, goes in that side. And that sort of one is done at the moment. Let me put that to the side, bring in our other one, and we're going to add a yellow Technic pin on the side in the middle, and then we're going to get 4 black ones, 1, 2, 3, 4. Two of those either side. Here, and on this side. Then we're going to put 20 of the yellow, the red ones all the way around the edge, every other hole. Well, it's every hole actually. There's a gap. Probably one of the most difficult sets I've built actually, this part. Do down this side. And this last one. Then we've got 34 of them now. I've got those same parts to stick into the middle part. First stop, 3 go in here, in each corner. Like that. Then we stick 4 in the middle, so we have three holes, 2 here. Actually, yeah, my fingers now. Definitely will be the last bag we do today. My fingers need to recover. Then 2 here. Then we're going to go 3 holes down, 3 pins in across, like that, then 2 above it. In. Just repeat that pattern on the opposite side. Then we've got a few pairs to stick on, so we start this side, 2 go on, leave a stud, another 2, 2, same again this side, leave a hole, put 2 together, leave another hole, together. So that's it for those. Oh, my finger hurts. Then we need a 2x2 plate, a 1x1 round plate. Actually, we need 2 of those 2x2s and 1x rounds. And then we need 4 2x3 plates. 2x3 plates go together down here. And our 2x2s go here, and then a 1x1 round goes on the end, so like that. Then we've got 2 of these longer blue pins to go in, 4 white pins, and we've got 4 regular Technic pins, and it goes, a white pin goes in, leave a hole, put the blue ones in, leave a hole, put the white one in. Just repeat that on the opposite side, white, blue, white. Then we get 2 Technic pins, go in by the blue on both sides. So it looks like this. Then we've got this lift arm here, which we need to stick 2 more Technic pins into each end. Goes between these white pins here, I believe. Then we get some more cogs. We've got these 2 larger ones and 2 balls. Two balls go on these white pins down this end. go on the other white ones at the other end like that. And we've got a couple of these 3 length arms and 2 length arm, 2 Technic pins. Stick the 2 pins into the 2 length one. It's going to sit in the middle here. It says, although it doesn't. Whoa. Do that next. First off, this 1x3 goes over the blue pins and the 2 we've already stuck in. And that 2 goes down the middle there to form a T shape in the middle. Then we're going to get 4 1x6 and a 1x5. Go around the edge again. With our plates. And then we join this with the other one, which is like this, I think. There's our screen forming together now. Now we've got to build more chain, so 11 more of these. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Stick these together. This is the tricky bit. Not really a fan of these chains. Didn't really get on with it in the roller coaster either. Wasn't so bad in the ghost house. So I'm going to do what we did last time. Stick 11 together, and then we get the one with a bar on it, like that. And we've got to do that 3 times. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then we're going to connect these all together at the end to make a 33 length chain. Will actually be longer than that, won't it? It'll be 11, 36 length chain. Another 11, and then another one of those ones with the bar on. And then we do one more. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. I hope I put everything in the right place on this grid, or it's going to really be annoying if it doesn't work. I don't want to do it again. And now we do our bar one again. So there's 3 of them. We'll connect these together. There's our chain. Then we'll do what we did last time, which is 1, 2, 3. Hang on. Oh, then we had another 11 at the end. Not quite done yet. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 4, 6, 8. 10, 11. So once we've done that, we need to make another chain that's 11 long, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 11, and then we're just going to add that to the ends. And of course turn it on the side. We'll need to make our little cones on 1x1 rounds to stick our ghosts on. 3 of these. So they're on. And then on this one we're going to stick the printed, we've got Pac-Man, we've got Pinky, and the red one, is that Clyde. Pac-Man's going to go up front, running away. Red one's at the back, Pinky's in the middle. So we put them on there, and now comes the fun bit where I've got to put the chain on the grid. So Pac-Man needs to be coming, let's get it the right way round. This is how it's going to be on the machine. So Pac-Man's going to be at the top here, running around. Then it comes in here. It's on the inside here. Trying to feed this round this time. Together, there we go. So there we go. Pac-Man chain is now running around here. Then we get 2 more white long pins and 2 balls go on the ends. It's just gonna make it a bit snugger. Put the chain, and they're gonna go about there. So just gone in there just to tighten that bit up. Then we get 2 of these 1x3s. We're going to stick a red pin with a stud in the middle, and then the longer grey pins on the ends. And then this is going to go here to connect to our pieces we just added in there. Then we get 1 to 5, a couple of those. We get 4 red pins. We're near the end now. 4 of the longer grey pins. And we stick the grey pins in the 1x2, 2 of these, and then we stick the red pins into these ones like that. So the longer ones are going to go on these white ends here, one there, then these come on the inside, like that. Then we're going to put these plates on the ends. I managed to do that. Put that wrong. This goes on the end here. Finish our frame off, and then we get these 2x3s at the top here like that. And I think that's the end of bag 7. So we've started to get the screen done, and I'm going to stop there today. I think that's far enough. We're halfway through the Pac-Man now. Let's go to the wide cameras. So this is the arcade unit at the moment, and then we've got the screen which is going to sit in here, which we'll do next week. And then as earlier as I showed you, we did this bit at the top, which you can press at the back and it spins it round like that. That's going to sit eventually on top of the arcade. So let's go to the main screen from this angle as well. So this is the arcade slot here. Again, you've got the light that lights up for the 25 cents in there. We've done the screen as well. There's the chain that's going to sit in there next week when we've finished it. And then we've got the top bit which we built first off in the first couple of bags, which goes around like that. So as I said, you can join me next week, next Sunday, same time. We'll pick up from bag 8 and go through to 14 and finish off the Pac-Man set. The following week, as I said, we've still got a poll on the community tabs. Head over there. I think the oversized minifigures winning that one at the moment, so that'd be a nice build. So I'm looking forward to doing that. But if you want your say, head over to the community tab and vote. Also dropped another episode on Bricktown as well. Finished off the parade on Friday as well, so you can check that out. And there's another street story coming next week where we do a movie premiere outside of the Cinema Palace. So keep an eye for that. If you want to be notified about all of those kind of updates, and as always, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification. If you enjoyed the stream as well, do hit that like button so I know that you liked it, and it helps reach other people as well that might not know the channel, which is also helpful. So whatever you're doing for the rest of your Sunday and weekend, do enjoy yourself. If this is Monday morning for anyone in the Australia or Southern Hemisphere, enjoy your day back at work, and join me next Sunday, same time, for part 2. Until then, stay safe, and I'll see you next week.